Frieza is coming back for the Tournament of Power. What's going on, Dragon Ball fans? Welcome to another Dragon Ball Super discussion video, where today I am joined by DevilArtemis as we talk about the groundbreaking information that was of Frieza being revealed to come back yet again in Dragon Ball Super and participating in the Tournament of Power. Now, before we begin, guys, I do want to say, if your opinions differ than ours, if you guys have anything to add on to the conversation, simply drop your comments down in the comment section below. Myself and Devil are very curious to hear your responses on whether or not you guys agree or disagree with Frieza having to make yet another comeback in Dragon Ball. Devil, welcome back to the channel. We spoke off camera about this, and momentarily a lot of people have so many different opinions on this. Most people are excited, most people are very pissed off, and I wanted to get your thoughts and I wanted to get your overall opinion as to what you thought about when you heard this news on Frieza having to come back for only 24 hours and participating in this tournament. Now, momentarily, people may have, gotten, too overwhelmed with emotion and saying that, well, they did Boo dirty, in which I agree they did, but in having the chance of seeing Frieza fight Frost, Frieza fight Kale, Frieza fight Jiren, and all these dudes, I want to get your overall thoughts on just the concept of him having to come back, because nobody really would have ever believed if you were to tell them that Frieza's going to come back again. So what are your overall thoughts on Frieza having to come back yet again based on Goku's request?
Well, first off, thank you again for having me on the channel, Alex.
Always, man.
Appreciate it. But I'm disappointed.
Really?
I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh man, this was such a awesome idea. It was not. I feel like I pictured, like, if we can get words from Toriyama himself, I guarantee you this is how it would have planned out. Okay, Toriyama sitting at a table. All right, we need a plan. We need something completely unexpected and out of the blue, something that no one can see coming. Oh, I know, Mr. Toriyama. Why don't we revive someone? Oh, yes, a good idea. But who? Who could we possibly bring back? Oh, Frieza, the fucking genius. Like, who the fuck does that? Like why would you bring back Frieza, man? You just killed him off. You just killed the guy off. And I feel like his relevance as a character now is like, when Goku was Super Saiyan Blue, he was a little bit stronger than Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta in the Resurrection of F part. But now, Goku and Vegeta are way stronger. I feel like, including Frieza, I mean, sure, he'll be a valuable asset because he'll be better than Tien, Master Roshi, Krillin, Android 17 and 18, Piccolo. I assume, he'll be probably, aside from Goku and Vegeta, I feel like Frieza would probably be the strongest after them. What do you think, Alex? You think he would?
I don't know. I feel like they should not have done Boo the way they did. It's bad enough not seeing him in the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 battle, in which a lot of us were like, yo, man, it would have been dope to see him fight. And I agree. Like, it would have been so cool to see Boo versus Botamo or Boo versus Hit, like, for that respect, And here's the thing. Why would you give such a character like Majin Buu such development and having him train for 2 hours? He looked incredible, and ironically enough, a lot of people were calling me crazy when I said that, oh, he's going to be fat again, he's going to be fat again. And what's even worse is it's not the fact that he's fat again or whatever, it's just the fact that now he fell asleep for 2 months and he can't wake up for 2 months, and now he's, just disconnected with the team and, having to need one more, person to represent or just replace him. And out of all people that you could have gotten, they picked Frieza. And I'm not too upset with that overall idea. I'm just upset with what Frieza's motive is going to be in agreeing. Because if you tell Frieza, hey man, so we have a proposition for you, like work with Goku and Vegeta, he's going to tell you hell no. Hell to the no. The very same people that killed me and embarrassed me and beat me down while I was in my golden form, for me to work with them, hell no. But I want to get your thoughts on that. What do you think Frieza's motive is in agreeing? What do you think they promise him? Because, I mean, Goku requests for him to come back for 24 hours, but what do you think could have been said in order to get him to say yes to this? Because there's no way you can get him to say yes without there being like a proper, offer being made to him.
I really don't know, because Frieza's dead, so he has nothing to look forward to. I mean, the guy's in hell. So I don't know how. This has to be like the worst writing ever, because
what do you think? They may have promised him life, you think, or?
I don't know. That could be a possibility. Maybe they'll promise him life. That's the only thing that I can think of that will actually get Frieza to agree, because he'll be like, okay, I'll help you win this tournament, but in return, I want out of hell. I don't want to be in hell anymore.
Yeah,
I'll help save the universe, and you give me my life back. Because other than that, think about it. What does Frieza have to lose if he doesn't participate? Sure, the universe will be destroyed, but then again, he's suffering in hell, so he'll fucking get, you know. Either way, like it's so stupid. The only thing they can offer him is life, and I feel like they took a horrible direction with this because, like you said, Majin Buu was one of the most feared powers in the universes at one point, and the fact that we were going to see his character develop and Majin Buu was going to be a focus on this tournament, to just throw him away like it's like it's such a tease, you know, like, oh yeah, Majin Buu's coming back, psych, it's Frieza again.
And I just felt like there was no point in having him do all that and simply just having him fall asleep. And oddly enough, for some reason, I had this feeling that something was going to happen with Buu. I mean, we teased it on Discord. Oh, what if Buu fell asleep during the match? Or what if the Daishinkan rang the bell and he fell asleep right there? No, this is worse. He fell asleep before this thing even started again. And the thing I just want to know is why? Why Buu out of all people? Now, people can make the argument and say, well, throw out Roshi, throw out Tien, and then you can maybe replace that with, you know, Frieza. But even with that, imagine Buu, Frieza, Gohan, Goku, Vegeta on the same team. That's an overpowered team. But looking aside of them actually confirming Frieza, how valuable of an asset do you think he's going to be in a part of this team? Because I think that it's undeniable, right? All of us want to see Frost versus Frieza. All of us want to see Frieza fight, you know, Cabba, or even Kale, the legendary Super Saiyan, transforming into like the Broly-like form and having her fight Frieza. Frieza having to see other Saiyans exist in other universes, like that would piss him off. I think the overall interaction would be great, but the overall motive is what I think lacks. And because I can't ever see Frieza agreeing to anything. But in terms of him being a valuable asset, how far do you think he's going to go in this tournament? And do you think Universe 7 right now is the most overpowered team going into this battle?
Well, I want to say Frieza would be a valuable asset. The reason why I'm disappointed is because they're bringing back to life a character who's now has died twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, like why would they? It defeats the purpose of killing the character off if you're just going to keep reviving them. And I know Dragon Ball Z, you know, they revive characters a lot with the Dragon Balls and stuff, but it's a villain. You know, like who can say that Cell's come back like 500 times? You know, like Frieza coming back once was good enough. It made the series relevant again because Frieza is one of the most recognizable villains in Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who grew up, they've seen, you know, Goku turning Super Saiyan, fighting Frieza. Frieza versus Goku was this big, iconic battle. Frieza versus Goku, right? So bringing Frieza back for the resurrection of F was good because it opened up new doors for Dragon Ball, made more people interested in Dragon Ball again. But now that he's on the Universe team, the Universal Tournament of Power team again, I feel like it just defeats the value of his death. You know, it's frustrating, but I think he is going to be of value to the team because in Resurrection of F, he was stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Now, like I said before, Vegeta and Goku are a lot stronger now, so Frieza would obviously get bodied. But I do see problems where Frieza isn't going to get the time to train his golden form, so he's still going to have the same flaw as before. He's still going to have the same flaw. He's still going to have to find a way to deal with everybody else, and interact with those characters. Like you said, he's going to have to realize that there's a legendary Super Saiyan. So his worst nightmare, the fear of a legend, of the legendary Super Saiyan, if they're calling it that in this series, and not the Berserker Saiyan or whatever they want to call it, right? Frieza's going to have to interact with all these characters, his Frost look-alike. I feel like Frieza's going to have this new world open up to him. He's going to be like, holy shit, there's an Omni King? What is that? He doesn't know anything about this.
He doesn't know.
You know, as far as we know. I know he knows about Lord Beerus, but that's as far as I know. I don't know if he knows.
Having to come to the realization that there's 12 other Hakai Sing, and then we have the Angels and the Daishinkan. Yeah. I mean, it'll be very foolish if Frieza ever decided to oppose them, because I can definitely see Frieza going into this tournament, looking at everybody and saying, "I am Emperor Frieza, bow down to me," and everyone's just like, "Man, you about to catch these hands in a few minutes." And I think that looking at, as you said, his golden form. It's kind of hard to say for sure what's going to happen because either A, he may have gotten adjusted to it. Maybe the whole time he was in hell, he was just psyching himself up and just saying, well, what did I do wrong? How can I perfect my form? Even if I can't get out of this damn cocoon, what did I do wrong? So I think that going into this, maybe there's a chance that, again, the same thing might happen. He might burn right through his golden form. Or B, since he, I think, is a little bit more adjusted to it, as we saw when he fought Goku, we might see him be a bit more comfortable with him using the golden form. But by the end of it, right, because he has 24 hours, how do you see this coming to a conclusion in terms of him and the Tournament of Power?
Oh man, for that I really don't know, man, because I feel like Frieza's gonna betray them, man. Frieza.
That's what I think too. Honestly, I swear to God, I can't see him functioning. Bro. Yeah, I can't see him functioning with Goku and with Vegeta. I just can't.
He's selfish. Frieza is basically the epitome of, aside from Cell and Majin Buu, I mean, for his time, he was the epitome of evil. He was the emperor of the galaxy. He is completely selfish, and he doesn't care about anybody but himself at all. Like, not even his closest henchmen. Like, Dory and Zarbon, he could give two shits about them, you know? Frieza does not care, and I feel like for them to, first off, find a reason to get him to join the team, it's against his character. Frieza doesn't fight for people. He doesn't fight for anybody else but himself. For the Frieza Force. You know, he renames his planets after himself. Like, it's all about him. And I feel like this is just going completely against his character. I mean, come on. Frieza, he's gonna end up backstabbing. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. He's gonna end up backstabbing Goku. I don't know. He's gonna fuck it up.
I think that is what's gonna make the tournament that much better, because everyone is supposed to trust their team members, right? Except for, imagine you were in a situation where you were iffy about one person on your team who has their own agenda. And I think that's what's going to make this entire thing that much more enjoyable, is realizing, like, oh shit, we're really going to have to focus and, like, pay attention to Frieza, because at any given moment, he can just come out the blue and just, you know, mess you up and just cost you possibly your universe. And,
well, yeah.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
He respected Lord Beerus, though. I don't know, like, he had that respect for Lord Beerus. Like, he knows, you know, he always said that his dad told him not to fight, I think it was Beerus and Majin Buu, right? Yeah, so, I mean, Frieza knows who Lord Beerus is. He's encountered Lord Beerus, and he respects Lord Beerus. So the fact that maybe he'll learn that there are higher-ups, maybe there's hope. There's hope for that he won't betray, only because he's finding out about the Omni King and all these other gods and the angels. I'm telling that's the only logical thing that I can come up with in my head. But then again, Dragon Ball is unpredictable. At this point, it's unpredictable.
No, and I personally enjoyed that. And it's funny how when I first put up the Frieza video and just I gave my thoughts on it, and people were just like, oh, they were giving me lots of shit for it. But now it's kind of funny how the shoe's on the other foot, because now they're just like, well, you know, this, that, and the third. But for me, as when I first heard about this, I was saying to myself, well, how could this even be? Like, what would be his motive? Why would he be a part of this? Why would he even agree? But then I asked myself, well, if I was in Frieza's shoes, why wouldn't I want to be condescending to the very person that killed me? If I promised to avenge the universe and correct his mistake, you let me go. So maybe the bargain is Frieza's like, all right, I'll agree, but you're going to have to spare my life, give me my life back, and leave me alone. And, you know, and that could potentially lead to another arc, but the reason why I doubt that is because I think that we are going to see Frieza in the Tournament of Power, and only in the Tournament of Power, and I think that's it. We all thought he was, you know, gone and just over with after he was killed off by Goku, but with the 24 hours being up, once this Tournament of Power thing is over, I think that's the last time we'll see a Frieza, because there is no purpose of bringing him back. I, personally, if that was the case of Buu falling asleep, I would have had Trunks be a part of this, future Trunks, because, if anything, this kid, he owes it to the gods after defying the laws of breaking time travel, after having to go back and forth throughout time. And even Zamasu pointed out, yo, you're a sinner. It was because of you meddling with time that we're doing this, alongside many other reasons. But I would have had Trunks fill up that gap and saying, hey man, you've always been coming to us, now we're coming to you for help. Please help us. That would have been awesome. But instead, we're getting Frieza. To an extent, surely, I mean, there's pros and cons to that. I want to see what Frieza's reaction is going to be upon, you know, fighting Frost, upon seeing the other Saiyans, because he hates monkeys, right? He hates the filthy quote-unquote monkeys. An assassin, the Pride Troopers. So, by the end of all this, do you think it's the right thing to do in having Frieza a part of this, or do you think they could have gone down, like, a different path? And if so, how?
They could have gone down a different path. I mean, obviously, everybody was hyped for Majin Buu.
Right.
Everybody was hyped for Majin Buu. People wanted to see Majin Buu make a return. They wanted to make Majin Buu have his moment to shine because, I mean, Majin Buu was, bro, he was fighting Majin Vegeta. Like, Majin Buu was a terror, even in his fat form, whatever form you want to refer to. Majin Buu was a terror, all right? And if he would have just stayed slim, like, they could have made Buu useful other than this lazy guy who's sleeping and is fat and just on the ground not doing anything, or somebody that you can't rely on. You know, I just feel like it's such a waste of character. That's the path that they could have taken. They could have made Majin Buu great again. You know, no hashtag, but they really could have. My question to you actually is, do you think that Frieza and Goku at the end of this, like, can you really picture them? This is sitting in the back of my head. Can you picture them that they'll make Frieza a good guy?
Oh, hell no. Frieza?
Well, hey, bro, who told you that Frieza was going to come back to life, okay? Would you have ever thought from the beginning of this arc, okay, that Frieza was going to come back to life? If I would have told you in episode 1 of the tournament of Power announcement, oh, hey, man, Frieza's coming back to life, everybody would have called bullshit. They would have said, you are an idiot, you're a freaking moron.
You're clickbaiting, bro.
You're clickbaiting, bro. Unsubscribe.
Yeah, right?
Like, I'm telling you, all right? If I would have said that to you, you wouldn't have believed me.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have.
You know, what I'm saying is, what if you picture Frieza and Goku shaking hands at the end of this? What would you do?
Honestly, I can see that until Frieza tries to, like, lowball Goku and attacking him. I mean, even by the end of it, I can see Frieza lying and saying, well, it was good working with you, man. You know, cheers to it. I mean, let's put our differences behind us. And he, like, reaches for his hand. I can see Frieza low-key trying to do, like, a death beam or something and him having to get killed off once again. I can't see Frieza or his kind being the way they are in terms of being nice, in terms of just, you know, having to offer respect and turning their ways. I mean, look what happened with Frost. He was exposed. He was just like, well, I was doing what I had to do to get by, and that's just the way they are, like, in terms of, like, a species. So I don't see it happening, but if that were to happen, I swear to you, it probably wouldn't shock me as much. But then again, it's like, what's the direction after that? He's still, you telling me he's gonna shake Goku's hand and go back to hell peacefully? No, he's always gonna be disgruntled after what happened, in essence, you know.
No, I agree. Yeah.
But I wanted to get your thoughts on the people that were saying, well, why Frieza and why not Cell? Do you think Cell would have been a better addition to this, or what? And we're just gonna be answering those people that are saying Cell.
I don't think. I mean, people who say Cell, I don't want to get anybody triggered. My favorite character is Cell. Perfect Cell. Yes, I am perfect. Like, I love Cell. I base all my voice acting off Cell. I love Cell. He's my favorite character. But I don't think, honestly, that he would have been a better choice because, I mean, if you think about it, where Cell's level is in power compared to Frieza's,
right?
I mean, Frieza has his gold form, and he was keeping up with the Super Saiyan Blue Goku at the time. Cell could, you know, barely keep up with the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And if you want to use Super Perfect Cell, you know, Gohan had less than half his power. And yeah, Frieza distracted him, but it was still Gohan's power in the end at Super Saiyan 2 with less than half that destroyed Cell. So I feel like if Gohan was at full power, he still would have wiped the floor with Super Perfect Cell. Regardless of the fact, Cell isn't anywhere near Super Saiyan 3 level. Like, he doesn't have the power. So if they were to bring back Cell with the limited amount of time that they have, how are they going to give him that immense power boost? Where are they going to get it from? You know what I'm saying?
And that's the fear. I don't think they're going to want to train Frieza. Because, like, you train that dude, he's going to come back with a force, you know? You
can't. Hell yeah. If they train Frieza, bro, I feel like if they train Frieza...
You can't. But then again... no, go ahead.
If Frieza does some intense training, bro, I feel like he'll be like Beerus, bro. I'm not lying.
But here's the foreshadowing. Remember when Goku said in Resurrection F, maybe if you weren't so evil, you could have been, like, a great sparring partner? What if that was, like, a red herring? Like, what if that was, like, foreshadowing this? Like, that's crazy. Man. Like, they foreshadowed. What if we do get a sparring session between the two?
They're gonna fucking shake hands, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna shake hands. It's gonna happen. And when it does happen, I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna cut this clip out this video and post it right there and say, I told you guys.
I'm probably gonna eat my desk, bro. I'm gonna eat my computer screen and everything if that happens. I want to get one person's final thoughts on this. I want to get two people actually, and because they are going to be appearing later on the channel. I want to get Zarbon's thoughts on this because I know how much he loves Frieza. And after Zarbon, I wanted to get Cell's thoughts on him not being the one being picked here. So Zarbon, what are your thoughts on Frieza coming back again for the Tournament of Power?
Oh, it was the perfect choice. Lord Frieza is such a model. He is such he is the person in my life that I can only look up to, and to see him in his golden beauty fight every man out there, every sweat, every vein, his muscular body fighting, it's gonna be perfect. Oh my.
I can tell you're very excited about this. You must be probably like one of the few that are very happy about this. But Cell, what do you think about this? Goku wasn't the one that requested for you. I mean, where does that put you? Like on the list of, you know, people that Goku actually looks up to as a worthy adversary. And what are your thoughts on you having to be overlooked by Frieza?
Well, I'm pissed off. I was there in hell. There I was, sitting down on my bench, and Goku walks right by me, and I'm like, Goku, you come for a rematch? And he says, no, Cell. I'm here for Frieza. I mean, what is it that Frieza has that I don't, huh? I have his cells inside of me. I'm just as good as a person as Frieza. It's not fair. I should have been revived.
So it's okay. It's okay. I mean, hopefully, maybe
But
one
I'm
day.
perfect.
Yeah, you are perfect, but maybe one day we'll get to have a perfect arc, including yourself.
I hope so.
Hopefully
Jesus
enough.
Christ.
But guys, let us know your thoughts down below on Frieza having to come back. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? And also, guys, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to DevilArtemis. I'm going to link his channel down below. The guy does tons of awesome stuff. He's a former voice actor for Dragon Ball Absalon. He does lots of other impressions as well. Go on ahead, guys, and show some love and support on his channel. Devil, thank you so much for being here. And again, guys, thank you so much for being on the video and discussing this with us. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. If you guys are new, don't forget to subscribe. Leave your thoughts down below if you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to slap a like on the video, and we'll be seeing you all in the next Dragon Ball episode. Take it easy, guys. Peace.